Hi everybody, welcome to Goal 5. This one is called the difference of two squares. I think that is by far the easiest goal in this unit, so hopefully you'll find it as easy. And I've only included just a couple of examples because most people get it rather quickly. So in order to do difference of two squares, let's look first at the formula that's needed. What we're looking at is this a squared minus b squared. We call it the difference of two squares because whatever value we have in this first spot has to be a perfect square. And whatever we have in the second spot has to be a perfect square. If we have a minus here, then this is the difference of two perfect squares. The formula is going to become, we're going to have an a and a b. All we've done here is we basically just take the 2 and cut it in half. So we have a and a. Take the b squared, cut it in half, and we have a b and a b. And what will go in the middle is a plus and a minus. So that's the formula we're going to use for each of these. Let's go ahead and now figure these out. When we look at letter A, what's the value that's being squared in order to give me an x squared? Hopefully that's easy. The answer is x. What's the value that's being squared to give me a 16? We're going to use a 4. We don't worry about the sign when we're doing the b value because the sign is taken care of by the formula. So now take your values and just plug those into your formula, and we end up with x and x, 4 and 4, plus and minus, and there's the factored form. Now, why does this work? Well, let's just go backwards. Let's say I actually decide to distribute this out. If I distribute it out, we end up with x squared, then minus 4x, then plus 4x, and minus 16. And what happens is the middle value, the negative 4x and positive 4x, cancel, and so we're left with this binomial x squared minus 16, which is what we had originally there. So that's the beauty of difference of two squares. So let's go on to the second example. What's the a value here? Well, we have 9x squared. What's the square root of 9? It's 3. X squared, take half of that, is just x. 25, the square root of that is just 5. So throw these values into your formula. We're going to have 3x, and we'll have 5, and then we have plus and minus. And you're done. Now, our last problem here that we're doing, this is one of those where people look at it and they get anxiety. They're a little afraid of how much there is going on. Try not to overthink this problem. It is pretty straightforward and easy to do. If we look at this, we're going to have the plus and the minus like usual. And just break this into parts. What's the square root of 36? We get 6 here and 6 here. Square root of 49 is just 7. X squared cut in half is just x. Y squared cut in half is just y. Square root of 64 is just 8. Square root of 125, ooh, that's not the value I wanted, I'm sorry. I meant to make this actually a 25. So square root of 25 is just 5. X to the 4th is going to be an x2 because we just chop it in half. And y to the 10th chopped in half is going to be y to the 5th and y to the 5th. There you go. Again, this is one of the easier goals. Hopefully you guys were able to get it. Please let me know if you have any questions because you're going to encounter this one quite frequently. Hope this helps and have a great day.